Morning, everybody. I'm gonna smoke a blunt in the car in the morning. Nice little wake and bake going here. So throughout the week, I have been with some health issues. Nothing, too major or anything like that. The sleep schedule's been getting a little better ever since I took that hit to the head, but uh, just little things. May have to stop the blunts sooner than later. The only reason they say that is because I got a buddy telling me that's like you need to stop smoking the 4Ks. I'm like they're four for $1. The same type of quality you get with if you buy Swishers or some stuff. Or if you still out here buying City Life. I'll make the switch to papers at some point. I feel like when I'm older, I'll have to go full edible mode, but until that day comes, bombs away. What else happened? Oh, my cousin did get married. Her and her fiance. They fly back in today from their honeymoon. The wedding was nice, but I had it was a bit of a situation where my mother was not happy with something I said during the actual wedding, which I didn't give a fuck one way or the other. Um, so the lady that was uh, officiating the wedding, my cousin's friend from college, I guess that's who she was. Seen her a few times before then. She does the typical vows. Do you take her to be your wife? You take him to be your husband. But then she looked and asked people that were sitting down, on each side of the congregation, if you want to call it that. They asked, "Are you going to help love and nurture their relationship?" And without missing a beat, I said, "Maybe," just to be a dickhead, because it's like that's two people's marriage. That's not my job. I don't get. I'm not worried about that. Whew, shit tastes good. At that point, the two edibles that I took before I got there had kicked in. So I'm like, I'm going for it. I don't care. My mother go look at me. She's like, "I'm mad at you." I'm like, "Well, then be mad at me. Because I don't give a fuck. I really don't. You gonna be mad? All right, well, stay mad at me." Certainly a lot better than what happened later that night, I will say, at the reception. Roach fall over. At the reception, though, my aunt's friend, apparently, she's an undercover hoe. Like, she been married, she got kids. I think that's her daughter. I had to think for a minute. But she was going around kissing everybody, including my aunt, after my mom and brother left. Now, I didn't see this because I may have been already putting my phone on the charger in my car at that point because I was on like 12%. So I didn't see nobody arguing. I didn't see her doing nothing crazy or nothing like that. But what pissed me off was that when they went to go cut the cake, my cousin and her husband, now I should say, I keep saying fiance, boyfriend, that's her husband. I got to get used to saying that. They cut the pieces of cake up and they was being respectful, handing it together. I'm like, oh my God. Like, y'all are being too nice. I'll tell you, the real star of the show was my cousin's little boy, my second cousin, but I treat him like my nephew. Cousin Ted, Uncle Ted, whatever. As long as he knows that I have some relevance in his life. So he came out there. He didn't want to wear the tux. And I was trying to explain to him, every girl crazy about a sharp dressed man. At 4 years old, you ain't trying to hear that shit. So he came out there after he put his regular clothes on. He was running around playing with everybody and stuff. So it's like, even though some stuff going on with his mom and his dad, he does know that he has a good support system around him. I'm always gonna have that little boy back. It's like he might drive me crazy, but I'm gonna have his back. You know, I've been there for him since birth. I'll never forget. It was my birthday. It was the first time that I met him. And I'll say this, my mom, my auntie, and my late grandma, God rest her soul, they got a hold of him, and I didn't see him the rest of the day. I didn't see him until it was time to leave. I'm like, oh, you still exist. I'm like, okay. She had him real young too. She was 18. She was 18 when she had him. Now I won't lie, I had a couple scares back in college at that age. But that's the first domino to fall. So for me at this point, they're out of the question. Like, kids are absolutely out of the question. I don't want to be that older dad to where I can't do certain things with the kids. Yeah, because I don't want to get mistaken for being a granddad. I don't want to, I don't want all that. Because by the time I'm like, 40, 50, because I'm already 30, and I'm already finding myself losing patience with stupid people and stupid shit in my life. So if that's me at 30 now, it's going to be much worse by the time I hit 50. Especially with my mom. It's like if I want kids, I want them out of the house before I'm 50. Like, that's just, that's the fact of it. Now, I got friends that they're not going to get that luxury, unfortunately. But you know what? That's their life. It's not everybody else's life. I had one lady, I see one lady that I seen on Facebook. She was 55. No, 62. Her boyfriend is 25 and they want to have a kid. I'm like, lady. At 62, I guarantee you already have grandchildren. At least 9 times out of 10. At that point, you just being selfish. You being super selfish. You got grandkids. You want to have another kid. If my grandpa come up to me with my late grandfather, I should say now. If he had come up and said he had got somebody pregnant while he would have been still married to my grandma, I'd have whooped his ass. I'd have cussed my dad out. My dad, 57, well, 56. Yeah. Took me a minute, but yeah, I gotta do math here real quick. Hold up. 50, okay, 66, 2020. My dad, 55. Or 56, 50. He's in his late 50s. That's not the point I'm trying to make here. Just doing the simple math for myself on that. But yeah, no, if he had a kid now, it's like, I'm looking at him, it's like, so you basically starting over. No, my dad, he gonna say, oh yeah, definitely starting over. This kid might listen. I'm like, oh, real funny. Luckily, I don't got to worry about that. Any doctors out there that are willing to snip me even though I don't have kids, please do so. Oh my God, no baby sex sounds amazing. Well, I don't have to have that fear. I'm still going to wear protection, but it's like, if I ever go wrong, I don't have to have that fear. Oh, please do so. People look at me crazy. It's like, why do you want a vasectomy? You don't have no kids. I'm like, that's not, did I stutter? Like, that's not going to stop. Stuttered there, but did I stutter when I said that sentence? That's not going to stop me. Hell. I made up my mind. Like the lady say, my body, my choice. I had to use that line a few times at my cousin's wedding, actually. One of her neighbor friends was like, hopefully you find somebody tonight. And I'm like, these women are kind of young. It's like 26, 27. Oh, that's still kind of young for me. Because that's the same age as my brother. I have this weird thing where it's like, it's got to be a certain, like my minimum is 28, but my maximum is 53. I don't get it. I had one supervisor. Oh, I want to dick her down. Oh, yeah. Like, when I got to the Fresh Market in Massillon, I had, it was the first time I ever had 2 female supervisors. The first time female supervisors led in my life. And that department ran so smooth. David, if you out there, no disrespect. I don't know what it is, though. It's like a woman-led crew. shit gets done. I don't get it. I love it. Every time I see her, I'm like, please come back. I mean, we're getting our numbers up, but it's like, oh man. The quality factor has just gone downhill. And because I dealt with that before at Freshmark, I'm just sitting there like, y'all are surprised by this? I'm not even upset working Saturdays anymore. I'm really not. Haven't been calling off near as much as I did before in the past, so it's like, hey, there's growth. How you gonna make money if you're not at work? Exactly. Ooh, it's gonna be smoky in here. I'll show y'all in a minute when we're done here. It's getting a little brighter out now, which is nice. You can tell the blunt is kind of hitting with the small amounts of silence, but things are good. All things are. Where did I do something for the old Facebook? I need to disconnect. No, I'll keep the Instagram there. They see it every now and again. Talk about you ain't holding it in. It's like, motherfucker, they proved that is not a thing you need to do to get high. Like, you do realize there's a science behind that. I can't say science around certain people in my life. This is how far we've fallen as a society, too. But they were talking about Bill Gates with my friend and his wife. My friends, I should say. And they were, she was saying, why he buy apple cider vinegar and change the recipe? And I'm like, I don't know. And I told him, it's like, there was an app I had where it's like, it says spend Bill Gates money. And I bought like the most ridiculous shit I could find. I looked at the total. I'm like, God damn, I still got that much left? It was like, that man worth billions. Bought some of them cars. I still had billions left. I'm like, bruh, this is a stupid amount of money. he just doing whatever. I'll say Bill Gates and Snoop Dogg and Shaquille O'Neal are the definition of completed the main mission. Now you just doing the side quests. In my life, I'm ready for racing season to start. I need to renew those passes next week. Like passes are renewed. I will see everybody there. You spent $464 for the quality of motorsports that we're getting and the fact that we got to repay for racetrack. Yes, we got to pay for it somehow. No, you know why they charged us? Because they seen all y'all was bitching. They see all y'all was bitching online. They're like, okay, watch this. You know what? Here, because y'all BSing around. Good morning, Nolan. All right, deuces.